Good morning, everyone. How are you? And how is everything going with Ramadan? We are almost in the middle. So these days it's hot. Yeah, it started cold, but now getting hot. So I hope everyone is well. And as I promise you, I will record every week revision for unit. So last week, I recorded Unit 1, and this week I'm going to record Unit 2. Yes, so if you remember last time, we talked about Unit 1, and Unit 1 is mostly talk about present, simple present continuous. What does that mean? Mean things that happen now, like for example, I can say I'm going to work now, I'm going to school, I'm visiting my friend, I'm speaking to my family. So this one is about now. And also unit one is talk about present simple, and present simple mean that something happen all the time. For example, I visit my uncle every week. I sleep at 11 o'clock in the evening. That means something repeat all the time, repeat almost not exactly to be every day, but it's something repeat. I go to work every day. When I say I'm going, that means now I'm doing. But when I say I go to work every day, that means you continue doing. Unit 2 is not far from this. It also talk about the same. So زي ما قلت لكم اليونت 1 بيتكلم عن حاضر والحاجة اللي بتحصل باستمرار. Unit 2 برضه تقريبا بنفس المنوال. So I will show first from stories that we, if you remember, we had this one, Mama Rock, where makes you happy, and also we have another story of the Super Jam millionaire. And this story, they also talk about now and it talk about future and it talk about all the time. If you remember when we saw Rose is not an ordinary grandmother. She is in her 70 and has silver hair and bright red lipstick. She is a DJ, works in clubs in Europe and tours festival. So that means this is what she is doing all the time. She works. That means all the time she's doing. Yes, and down there, she always love. She always, you see here? So, sorry, she lives alone in Bristol. She says, I have got a son and a daughter. They think what I'm doing is very good. So everything here is talk about now. And then in the last of the story, say, I'm having a lot of fun. She always, and I don't want to stop. And also she says, she is planning another European tour and currently making a new single. So what does that mean? That means something currently. Current that means now she's doing. So if you see, talk about all the time and talk also about now. The same as the story of the Super Jam millionaire, the next one that I showed. Also, he talk about all the time and also talk about now. So the first two pages, which is this one and this one, they actually covering, covering about almost coming from the unit one, which is cover what happening now, what's plan for now, and what is all the time. Okay, the next two pages, this one, this one talking about you, and here also speaking exchange, and there you have state verbs. Also the same, nothing is out of that. The third, the first page of page number 4, if you see it here, this one is called about talk about vocabulary, vocabulary and speaking, which is a new word. Vocabulary means new word. كلمات جديدة. So here, what is the difference between the first two pages and these two pages? This one is mostly question. الصفحتين الثاني الصفحة الثالثة نقدر نقول أكثر حاجة سؤال يعني بنفس الصيغة بتاعت now and all the time لكن شنو في صيغة سؤال. So if you see here, do you have a car? They use do. Do is usually use it when you talk about something that happen all the time. Do you go to school? Do you go to work? Do you get up early? Do you go to sleep early? This question, when you say do, usually refer to that. So it's the same about all the time, but this is referred to more question and negative. لأن أنت ما عندك الصيغة بتاع الإثبات والتأكيد، التأكيد والنفي والسؤال. So that's what usually in English and all the language. They say positive. Positive ده حال التأكيد. مثلا I go to school. If I want to make negative, I say I don't go to school. If I want to make a question, do you go to school or do I go to school? So that's what it. In the same page, في نفس الصفحة صفحة 3 state verbs because some verb in English not take ing at all. وده الكلام اللي كان مرة فات كده. They think, they believe, they love, mean, own. This verb need is not take ing. مثلا ماذا تقول مثلا if you go to the shop, you will not say, do you, for example, are you wanting? No, do you want? Yes, so want is not take ing. And also people say, I love, not I'm laughing. No, I love. So down here, explain about verbs that not take ing in English. Okay. The rest is also question and asking. So في صفحة 4 اللي هم في vocabulary and speaking, this is more just to tell you about how we use a new word. الكلمات الجديدة وتربطهم مع بعض. For example, play game on station. They give us a chart اللي هو زي جدول فيه verb والphrase أو الكلمة والنص الثاني. So you need to connect them together. Why? Because in English, some verbs go with some specific sentence. يعني في الجمل بيمشي مع بعض الأفعال. So for example, play, I can say I play game, play soccer, play football, like this. And here they say go out. When you say go out, that means what? Go out with friend, right? Download, and here also download something from computer. Like they said, download music and films, download file. So this area, they want to tell you how to use them. Also, listen to music, right? And go out, for example, for a meal. So all this refer to this area. The down one also explains the same. So all pages, page number 1 with Mama Rock, page number 2 with Super Jam Millionaire, page number 3, the one that talk about question and negative and also verbs that not take ing. And page number 4 are all almost the same. They cover about how to use grammar, about talk, if you want to talk about now or talk about all the time. Okay. After that, we get to this area. If you remember, reading and speaking, how happy are you? If you remember. Here, this is also related. So all of these places, page number 5, number 6, are covering the same things. And also, actually, they have a quiz. Quiz logo na musabaqa. All these quiz, they want to use how to use question when you talk about now or you want to talk about all the time. So that's why they give us here some things. And then also they give us what activity people do. So I can read this. I take every opportunity to play. I take. Maguta, I am taking. This is all the time, right? I usually have. I get pleasure. Sometimes I get. This all refer to how to talk about all the time. So it's explaining the timing of speaking. يعني بتكلم عن زمن الحدث because the grammar القواعد بقولوا القواعد just to speak about timing لو عامل الزمن فقط. How is it the time for now? Is it the time for past? Because unit 3 we will talk about past completely. لأنه كان unit 3 unit number 3 we talk only about past يعني ما بتكلم عن الحاضر ولا الحاجة اللي بحصل باستمرار ولا المستقبل. No, past أي حاجة عن الماضي. Okay. So that is for it. So you need to go over it and read it again and think of what I said told you. Okay. Next to this, we get to these places, if you remember. And mainly here, where's that? Yes, let me close like this, it will be clear. Well, first we started with this area. If you remember here, the neighbor, the two neighbor here. And this is a nice story that we talk about. And the last page is about mostly conversation, it's not listening and speaking. Because in English, sometimes also they want you to listen to what they said, and sometimes just for speaking to improve your talk. So this one here, when we talk about the neighbor اللي هو قلنا الجيران, the musician is a young man who live under the lady that she live above her, and the lady all the time she thinks that this man is not working, but he says that he is a musician, he worked during the night, and the lady didn't understand all that. So it was kind of misunderstanding. So تفاهم. Okay. If you think about this, also talk about all the time. Talk about all the time and about now. حتى القصتين بيحكي بنفس النموذج. How to talk about all the time, how to explain your story about now. So this story, you can go back also. If you remember, I told you like where you can find it in the listening area and you can listen to it. And I guess also we listened to it before, and we have also the listening that I shared. So you can go over and read it again. So that is a revision that I want to tell you, that unit 1 and unit 2, all of them, they talk about action happen now, action happen all the time, or actions that refer to the future. يعني الحدث اللي بيتعلق بالحاضر بيتعلق بحاجة بيحصل باستمرار وحاجة للمستقبل، ما يتناول أي حاجة يشير للماضي. Unit 1 Unit 2. So from Unit 3 من الفصل الثالث بنبدأ نتكلم عن الماضي. So that is what about the story. And the last part, they say making conversation, everyday English. And this one is about how just to speak. And it has some terms here. So guys, you need to just go to the listening and also to read. And you can go to the back to where area to find the transcript. ده هو بعلمه بس صيغة الحوار, how to talk, how to ask question, how to say conversation. Like for example, what is a lovely day today? This is like kind of conversation, everyday conversation, right? Yes. What is a lovely day today? بعد لك اليوم الجميل ده. So you say, yes, beautiful, isn't it? So you see that kind of conversation between the people. Yes. Are you having a good time in London? So this is also another question. You see, like if you meet someone coming from outside Tel Aviv or outside Israel, so they, are you having a good time in Israel? Are you having a good time in Tel Aviv? Like that. Okay, good. So that is the last part of unit 2, sorry. So now we have unit 1, we have unit 2, and next week I will record unit 3 and I will share it with you. Have a wonderful day, and I hope everything will go smoothly.